Right then everyone, so hopefully this is recording. I've got the camera on the window looking forwards. Not too sure what you can see, but I hope it's something like. So the DPF back straight pipe exhaust thing. Just want to try and show the camera how it sounds, or how it doesn't sound in this instance, because it's very quiet. So I'm just driving along 40 miles an hour. The rattles in the car, the road noise is way louder than the exhaust. Yeah, you wouldn't even know it's got a short exhaust on it. Watch out for this person here, watch out for these poles. I think, oh no! Right, hopefully you're still with me. The camera fell off the window, which is great. So let's crack on. Yeah, so basically it's very, very quiet, and I've come to the realisation that the DPF, as it fills with soot, which is designed to do, basically it gets more and more blocked, and it blocks the sound. So the car gets quieter and quieter and quieter. When the car does, get over on those cobbles. When the car goes into regen, the exhaust becomes really, really loud. So I don't quite understand what's going on for it to become so much louder. Obviously it's running hot, it's burning the carbon, but I don't know if there's something maybe in the vanes in the turbo that control boost pressure. I don't know if they open up more, let more sound through. Anyway, when it's doing the regen, it's like a straight through pipe is the best way to describe it. And then after it's done a regen, then it's relatively it's loudish. If you open the window and give it full throttle, it sounds a little bit rumbly, a little bit sporty, maybe you could argue. But then as the DPF blocks back up again, it gets quieter and quieter and quieter. So I'm just going to pull over and windows steaming up. Oh, my brakes are fucked. So I've got my phone plugged into OBD. I've got a data login. You probably can't see it from the camera, but the DPF pressure is 150 psi. Now I think that is an irrelevant calculation, but what is important is the where it is normally. So after a regen, the pressure's down at like, I think about 80 at idle. So now we're up at 150, and then on full throttle, full boost, it's at like 1600 psi, which again, that 1600 psi is crazy. So it's not a real number, but you can use it as a reference. Your 90's good, and then 150, that's actually getting blocked now at idle. And I'm just monitoring it. I wonder what number it goes up to when it does the regen. So I bet maybe it goes to 200 psi and then it kicks in the regen. Not too sure, but anyway, it might be useful information for you. So what I'm going to drive to somewhere sensible, and then I'll do some outside shots of the exhaust. So bear with me. Okay, just do a little bit of sprinted driving with the window about a third open. the wheel. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, so I hope that you heard a little bit of noise from the exhaust. It's very little. What is going on here? Stopping that. Okay, that's it for the sprinty driving. Oh, my brakes are so knackered. Dangerous. Right, so yeah, I'll get some outside shots and then we'll call it a day. Right, so I just missed about outside the road for half an hour getting some silly videos. Anyway, yeah, just a couple of final thoughts on the exhaust so far. It's very low to the ground and it bottoms out a hell of a lot. So that, yeah, bit of a mistake in hindsight having it where it is. Also, I've had vibrations because it's such a long pipe. No flexor joint on the diesel engine rattles, like any other diesel engine rattles, so you can see exhaust tip vibrating, and it's actually started to come loose to the V-band, so I've had to put 2 nuts on the V-band to stop it loosening off. So I'm actually going to go back in, I'm going to put a flexi on it, and then I'm going to put a mount on the chassis rail so that it's supported and it's stronger and it doesn't vibrate, and hopefully a bit better. I'm tempted to go in and gut the DPF, get it remapped. Very tempted to do that. And that were about it in a nutshell. So performance gains, I think after regen, when the DPF is clear, yeah, it pulls like it's quite a nippy little car. It's 160 horsepower, it's 1.7 tons. Yeah, it goes alright. I don't know if it's much quicker off, it's just in my head, but it certainly feels better with a less restrictive exhaust. But anyway, I'll call it a day for this video if it's not being too boring, and see you later.